Well, what's really good, LeSBP Trading, Familia, Buenos Dias, Bonjour, Bon dia, Salbona, Guten Abend, Konbanwa, Masake, Aftab. Thank you all for tuning in. I swear your boy is going for like Worst Trader of the Year award or something because I just keep messing this up. I don't know how, but I just keep deciding to mess this up. So today, we took three trades, none of which won, which was my fault. And we could have cushioned the blow once again to our loss of the day, but we did not. If you caught the stream this morning, we were just a tad bit late. I had to get on the call, but ended up taking a 5 minute. Well, I didn't take anything on that setup. I was going to take a 5 minute setup. I kind of realized like last week, I was like, oh, the market was kind of choppy on Monday and Tuesday. Maybe it's going to be the same way this Monday. So let's do 5 minute setups instead of one because that'll give us less opportunities, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, no, it was the exact opposite. Yes, there was one loss, and then right after that was a winner, which would have taken up for the loss and actually would have covered the next two losses just about. And the third loss would have brought us over by like zero point 0.5 of a tick, which would only been like 15 bucks. So yeah, we royally screwed ourselves today. So I'm just going to talk about the trade, and let me get rid of this AOI because that one is non-existent anymore. And honestly, do I need the 4 hour support resistance areas? Probably. Let me move this high of the day, low of the day out of the way so y'all can see everything clearly. All right, cool. So jumping to the calendar. First things first, we had no news today. Today is June 16th, Monday. No red folder news, I should say. I won't say no news, but no red folder news that I can speak of. See if we can refresh. Okay, yeah. As you can see here on Tradeovate, today we lost $324 total. 315 of those were trades. $9 of that was trading commissions. If you look at the control center or dashboard, like I like to call it, 9 out of 5 days, we're only 299 up, and 1003 is still our biggest day. And no rules broken. More than likely, I'm going to have to reset this account. And yeah, it's kind of sad because I don't want to have to reset the account, but can't seem to follow my own damn strategy. So we're really, really close to that minimum account balance. We only have 299 and 50 cents left. As you can see, we lost that 324 today. Looking at the chart here, we have Thursday. Why didn't I move this down to Friday? So Friday's high, Friday's low. There we go. All right, so we have Friday's high, Friday's low. Now, something interesting happened on Sunday. I'm not necessarily sure if I should count Sunday as part of the Friday in a sense because you have the market reopening on Sunday evening and stuff like that, but the market went crazy on Sunday. So, as you can see here, you have Friday's high, Friday's low, and then the market reopened with a really nice gap here. And as you can see over Sunday, it just went up and up and up. And even until Monday sessions into like London and stuff like that, just up and up and up and up. So of course the idea here was to, consistently go with the market and see if we can get into some buy positions. But at the same time, remember once again, the strategy is supposed to be, regardless of what I think or a biased, we just go with what the market gives us. So off the bat, and this is on the 1 minute chart. I'll probably show you the five just so I can show you my mistake here. But on the 1 minute chart, if we had taken the strategy the way it's supposed to be on the 1 minute, we would have lost our first trade here, which was at 935. That was after the market opened. Usually we do see about 3 to 4 candles before we actually can get into that. And then boom, we would have lost that first trade. Now the second trade opportunity, as you can see, was just 2 minutes after that at the close of this candle, the 938 candle. Stop loss here at the bottom of where that wick came down, and then that could have been 14.25, which would have covered this loss. Now the market did go up just a bit more, but as you can see, it kind of just trickled down and down and down. And I was kind of hoping for kind of like a retest between this area here and then getting into a buy position. And our strategy gave us the go ahead, so I jumped to the buy position here. And I'm also starting to think that, using these little playback candles might not be a great thing. But either way, um, jump to this setup, and that's where we took our first loss in the day. So these first two trades we didn't even take because of the simple fact that I was on that 5 minute setup thinking, oh, I'm just gonna wait till it comes back down. And where I was waiting for was right here. If you caught the stream this morning, you'll know exactly what I was looking for. I was hoping that the market price would come back down at least to this bottom right here, and then start to go back up. And that's with the use of the 5 minute, which I don't use very often. I'll explain that during the stream. But we missed our trades there. So the first trade we ended up taking was this one, which ended up being a loss. Now, right off the bat, that puts us in a really bad position because not only was our first trade that we ended up taking a loss, but we didn't have anything to cushion the blow. So right here would have been at least 10 pips. That would have been 10 pips off the bat. And if we look at this, I'm just going to have my handy dandy calculator up here so you all can see what I'm talking about. But first trade, 4.25 neg, and then it would have been a plus 14.25. So that would have given us 10 pips. Now, had we taken those two trades previous to this, it would have just been a minus 4.5. Of course, I'm not counting commissions and stuff like that, but you get what I'm saying. So we would have still had 5.5 ticks on the board, which would have still been necessarily positive. Our next trade was also a loss. It was a sell trade. I was thinking that once it comes below this area, our EMAs play out and it goes down, give us, those 2-3 bullish candles, boom, we can jump in. And as you can see, that played out to be a loss. So that would have been another -2, which would have been 3.5. Now, coming back up, I got kind of happy because it gave us a secondary position. Usually second, maybe sometimes third positions in the same direction are usually pretty well for me. But not on this day. We would have lost another 4 pips. So -4. After that, we didn't have any more available trades. 1600 came along, and at this 1559 candle, you can see really, really big push up. So regardless, we would have still been out. And then as you can see, it kind of just popped back up and then teetered off back down. Now, of course, later on in the day, look where the market is going. I mean, it's way down here, but that didn't happen during our trading period. So we were supposed to lose 0.05, which is times 5 times 6, $15 plus 9, or sorry, we'll say, my bad, should have said -9. That would have been a negative $24. Cool. That would have been great. But instead of losing a negative $24, we ended up losing a negative $315. I got to stop shooting myself in the foot. I got to stop shooting myself in the foot. If you're ever wondering why I picked the name of the worst trader on YouTube, that's literally probably the main reason why. Because I keep shooting myself in the foot with stupid stuff. It's either switching the strategy up midpoint because I'm getting antsy and hoping to win quickly, or not taking a trade or missing a trade. Those are probably I think those are my two biggest problems. I'm not even gonna say probably. Those are my two biggest problems because every time I lose, any day that I lose, and especially when I lose big, it's usually one of those issues. So I definitely have to fix those two things before I start trading, with my own live money. I was going to kind of start that in the next few weeks. I was going to start trading live and going back to TradeStation to put money in my own account. But I'm like, if I can't make anything off of this, then I'm not going to do that. There's no reason to go into that losing, $1,000 of my own money, especially when I can pay for a challenge account, with $120 per month and keep that rolling over and over and over until I at least pass a challenge. There's no reason for me to lose 1,000 in like a week. So doing shit like this. So as for right now, I'm not going to fund my own trading account. I have, I think I was talking about it maybe this weekend or maybe this morning during the stream. I have created my business account and stuff like that. I've made sure to, I'm waiting on a couple of things for the paperwork, but other than that, I won't be putting anything in that, funded or funding my own account, excuse me, until after I can get this straight. So that is the next one of my goals, but As for right now, yeah, we're not doing that. I can't fund my own account knowing that I'm just losing money left and right with a challenge account. So that'll be the next goal. But until I can pass, we have to wait on that. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate whoever caught the stream this morning. We were a couple minutes late, but what I've made a habit of doing is making sure that I put down, I post, on my channel that, hey, we're going to be a little late for the stream and stuff like that, especially when I know I have meetings or whatnot. But if you want to catch the stream, it's from I started about 9:20, anywhere between 9:20 and 9:30. And I'm usually on for about an hour, so at least until about 10:30. So if you want to catch the stream, join me. Great stuff. Send me a chat message when you see me doing something stupid. Might help me out. I don't know. But either way, appreciate y'all. Thanks. Hopefully you had a good day and a better day than I in trading. Follow your strategy, bro. Follow your strategy to the T. Unless you know it doesn't have an edge. But you can never tell if it doesn't have an edge if you don't at least follow the strategy the way you have it drawn up. All right, y'all. Thanks. Have a good day. Peace.